Morning. Right, let's see if I can set this up whilst people come in. Just got everything in there. Set. Sorry, I'm probably. This microphone's got such a long. Okay. No, it's not showing up on my iPad. I'll be with you in a minute. There we go. Right. Hi, Stephen. Just gonna finish my tea quickly. Oh, 4 people already. Hi, everybody. Oh, sorry, gulp, gulp. Just remove the microphone. Can you hear me? Hear me coughing. Right. This morning I'm gonna do something like this. Some really loose, if you can see, splodgy things. So let's get started. And I'm gonna do something a bit different today. I've just got one of these really cheap. I don't know if they're really cheap. I don't know. I was given this. This is a Winsor & Newton. I think they're cotton watercolours, so not the artist quality ones. But I know in here, I've got dog hairs everywhere. I know in here that I've squirted a couple of Daniel Smith watercolours as well. This is a purple. I don't know its name properly. And this is a black one. Lunar black, I think. And it's got really grainy texture to it, and there's that colour again that I really like, and I don't know what's there. Anyway, so and I've got just a plate, dinner plate, to use as a palette because there's not much room to mix stuff there. This is what I did yesterday. Now this might be fun because this one I did on. This is watercolour paper. This is £140, 300 gram cold press watercolour paper. That's quite thick, as you can see in here. And this process uses, excuse me, a lot of water. So I'm hoping, well, I know it's not going to give the same effects, but it's going to be fun trying. And because my sketchbook's quite full now, this has got a really slope on it. Anyway, let's start off. I'm going to try and keep them sort of rusty browns. So in this limited palette I've got here, I think that's a raw umber, yellow ochre, whatever you like to call it, burnt sienna, and then I've got some yellows and that nice vermilion, I think it is, it looks like. It's wet. I don't know where to put that there or that there. Oh, I don't know. I might put that there. Can you still see it? Yes. I'll see how it goes. It's weird. It's too small. I'm just using my normal brush I've been using, which is a number 16 round Royal and Langnickel brush, and I think it's synthetic. Where shall I start? Do some pretty flowers. I like this colour. Let's start with this one. Started. There we go. Always a bit hesitant to start with. Mix some. Oh, I don't know. I don't like this mixing palette. leaves. Mix a bit of this black in. I like this black. It's really grainy. I'll put a bit here. Just let it all flow down. I'm going to move this out the way because it's annoying me. Go away. I'll just use this. Let's see how it goes. Orange. Let's have an orangey one up here. These are quite nice colours in here actually. They're quite intense, so maybe they're not the student ones. If you have any questions, anyone, feel free to chat with me. I'll try and answer anything. Well, not anything, you know what I mean. I might use some of my, let me think, what have I got? I've got soapy water here. This is new. I've grated some soap. Just giving it a shake. Ooh. In there is soapy water. Because I want lots of like washbacks and things happening. Hi Terry. Yeah, paint along. Just enjoy it and have fun. Come and experiment. I never know what I'm painting or if it's going to come out any good, but if you don't try, you'll never know. Let's do a nice orange one here. Is the weight of the paper important if you use lots of water? Yeah, because if you're doing a painting, and this is really lightweight paper, and you can see, I don't know if you can see from, I'm not going to hold it up because it's going to run everywhere, it buckles, so it goes all up and downy, if you like my technical terms. So if you've got watercolour that's designed to hold water, then the thicker it is, it goes by weight, like £140. You can get £90 watercolour paper, but I'd stay away from that. I'd go for like £140, £200 or £300 watercolour paper. And I like the cold press with the grain, and it holds the water and you can get some nice effects. And it doesn't buckle, but sometimes it does. I like to use a gummed block when I'm doing a proper painting. I think we might have had a bit of a delay thing going on there. Sorry, I'm not sure what's happening. It should be alright. So in this book, it doesn't hold the paper very well, and where it gets really wet, it gets really thin, and if I keep going over it, I'll make a hole. But I quite like the effects I get in it. So I'd start off, if you're a beginner, I'd start off with some proper watercolour paper. In this bottle, it's grated soap, you know, hand soap. Comes in a bar. I've grated some in there, and it acts a bit like what am I trying to say? Acts a bit like not watercolor, alcohol. And I also use bleach, but it acts a bit like alcohol and the bleach I use, but it hasn't got the it's not as strong. It's a more subtle effect. So, and it's not toxic or anything like that, so you can use that lots. That's it. Oxgall. Yeah, I've used that before. I don't know. I haven't got any more. The thought of it makes me feel a bit sick. I don't know. Oxgall makes it is it thicker? I don't know. It gives sometimes I use this. It's gum arabic, which gives a really nice translucenty effect to it and makes it thicker, and you get some nice, when two different colours of paint mixed together, you get some nice sort of mixing effects. Sometimes I use that, and I've also got, no I haven't, don't know where that's gone. I've also got some granulation medium from Winsor & Newton. Oh, there it is, right in front of my nose. This, which sort of separates the paint out and gives you a granulation feel, but the pigments I'm using at the moment have got loads of granulation going on. I don't know if you can see. Let me hold it up a bit. See? Lots of granulation going on there, so I don't need to use that. So I'm just using the soap. I used to use loads of gum arabic, but I've sort of forgotten about it, even though it's sat there. I used to use it in the backgrounds of my paintings. Lots of water. This is a really pretty colour. I'm not sure what it is. It's that same colour that I had the other day. I must have a tube of it somewhere. I must look at my tubes. I don't know if this looks a mess, but I'm just enjoying it because I like the way the colours are going everywhere. Blobs, blobby. Oops, that came out a bit quick. It's alright. I suppose I should add some leaves somewhere. My sleeve keeps catching it, sorry. It's really quiet here. It's really eerie. Normally at this time the kids are all over at the bus stop waiting for the school bus, shouting and whatever. It's just really quiet. Purple leaf. why my chair's developed a squeak. I'm sure it wasn't that squeaky before. You think I must have put on 10 tons of weight comfort eating because I'm bored being inside all the time. Now I was thinking that I'm doing this painting and I'm thinking it's going to make a really lovely textile pattern. So what I thought I might do is do a live, I can record the screen on my computer and I'm going to do a live. I have to wait for this to dry and I won't bore you waiting for it to dry or anything. I'm going to do a live Photoshop demonstration of how I'll turn this into a repeating fabric design. I think I will do that. I'm feeling inspired because I think this is going to look really pretty. So just to help me with the textile design side of it, I'm just going to do some little flowers in isolation. So I don't have loads of work to do. And some leaves to fill in holes and things. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Thank you for joining me, and join me in about, by the time this is dried, I don't want to put the heat gun on it because I want all the separation of the colours to work. So I've got all those lovely splodgenesses, splodgenesses. I might just blot up some of the pools of water so it doesn't run everywhere. I might run the heat gun over it because it's already done quite a lot of separating. Right, thanks for joining me, guys. Come back and join me. It'll probably be about 20 minutes or so, and I'll be on my computer sharing the screen with you and making a repeating pattern, and you can watch my boring process because it takes for quite a while. But you can keep me company whilst I'm doing it. So, bye. End.